So everything was definitely pretty crazy at this point in time. And on October 30th, I filed off this reply that I mentioned in the last recording, where I basically told the judge that this was a conspiracy to frame my client for child abuse, and I laid out all of the people that were involved in it, including the sheriff, including Charlene Buffington, including Robin Nelson, including Mom, including Mimi, and said, Judge, this is ridiculous. Like I said to you yesterday, William First completely ignored that document, but as a result of me filing that document, well, I shouldn't say I know for sure, but I believe strongly. The sheriff had a little community meeting at the sheriff's office after business hours that day, October 30th, 2023. I have a picture of all the vehicles in the parking lot because somebody who is an ally called me and said, whoa, you and your clients are not safe right now. They're plotting something on you. And so my client and I left town. We got the hell out of Dodge. Because I was like, I'm not going to get murdered by these fools. I'm not going to let them do anything to me. I'm literally trying to do my job. I am literally trying to get my client justice. I'm trying to get due process. I'm not doing anything illegal. You know, they're the ones who committed crimes, not us. So why are we in danger? Why are we being threatened? Especially by law enforcement. Why is law enforcement exceeding their authority and threatening us with threatening our safety? That's insane. Only an insane person in the position of sheriff would weaponize his deputy posse into trying to destroy innocent humans. Which, those of you that live in Dolores County, you should be really concerned about this guy. He's dangerous. You all know. I've heard the things you call him. You all know about the drug activity there. You know about the other criminal activity there that I won't mention. You all know what's going on. We can pretend all day long that Dolores County is some idyllic location. And it's beautiful there. Don't get me wrong. But it's out of order. It's definitely out of order. And quite frankly, I understand you're all afraid. That's, it's funny. I don't know if you know anything about psychological warfare, but that's what they're doing to you. They're using psychological warfare tactics on you. They have you in abject fear that something's going to happen to you. But, aside from people being falsely arrested and falsely accused of things, have they actually killed somebody? Because if they have, I would definitely be turning that in. I'd be definitely turning that information into the FBI if you haven't already submitted a tip. If you know about something like that, I mean, I'm not saying it's happened. I'm not aware of it. I'm aware of them lying in court documents. I'm aware of them fabricating evidence. I'm aware of them forging court documents. I'm aware of them falsely arresting people. I'm aware of them lying in affidavits, but I'm not aware of them actually hurting anybody. They just make you think they're going to hurt you. They have you guys all under their thumb. They have you all scared as hell. But I don't know if you guys remember this. Government is a collective agreement of the citizens to install people in positions of power to run over you. And I have to ask the question, how did a Democratic candidate who did virtually no election or no campaigning prior to the election secure election? I've seen him get notaries to stamp on documents that didn't have a judge's signature on them. I don't know. I just think somebody needs to be looking into the computer files of the Dolores County Sheriff's Office, particularly the clip art section. That's where I'd be looking. And since I've had a bunch of you join, this message is going to seem cryptic. I've decided what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop this little one along with this email where I tried to get help from Christian Hatfield and he told me to stop talking to him. Told me to stop writing to him. Earlier in the morning, I showed you yesterday the document where, it's 7:00 in the morning. Oh my God, I had no idea this was going on. I'll look into it. I'll get back to you. Just remember that. Remember that email that I showed you yesterday. And look what happened when I tried to tell Christian Hatfield about this secret sheriff's office meeting and tell him that we didn't feel safe. I'm going to come back on Monday. I'm going to try my best to do a 30-minute recap of everything I've talked about with parts 1 through 29. It'll be part 30. Part 30 is going to try to shortly recap all of this. I know it's a lot, but I want to catch you guys up because we're about to shift gears. We're about to shift gears big time. Starting November of 2023. Sheriff got real dumb. I've talked about that a little bit. If you want to brush up, I'd highly recommend you go check out the YouTube channel. This all stuff's when we start talking about it. Check out case number 1. It's about 2 hours long, over 4 episodes total. But it's a great primer on Don Wilson's usual brand. Anyways, I hope you all have a great weekend, and thanks for fighting the good fight with me. Thank you for your donations. If you'd like those Don Wilson hats, I'm going to tell you, they are going to be the hats of the summer. Right now, I know you're a little scared to buy them, but I don't know if you realize this. You have a First Amendment right to redress your government for grievances. And if Don Wilson's going to retaliate against you because of a trucker cap, well, his ego is way more fragile than I realized. Overcompensating for something, aren't you, Don? All right. Well, anyways, take care, and we'll talk soon. Bye.